it's Rachel with Rainbow, and today he and I are going to be working on off. So I have him out with the rest of the dogs where he's a bit more comfortable and more playful because he is good about going into work mode as soon as he's on the leash, so he doesn't usually jump up as much then. I have his leash and his dinner up here behind me. So I'm going to be working with those. That should get him excited and might encourage him to jump up. Now, remember, I'm just going through different ways to enforce the off command with him to help you out. In this video, I'm not going to ask him to jump up on me by patting my hips or, calling him up, anything like that, because it would be really confusing to Rainbow if I told him to jump up and then I corrected him or disciplined him for doing what I told him to. That would be pretty confusing, and so we're not going to do that. Instead, I'm doing things like this, giving him love. He gets excited about me, and then I'll be bringing the leash and the food out too. And that usually always gets him to jump up. Huh, Rainbow? Rainbow? Good boy! Good boy! Okay, he's doing a good job of not jumping. Good boy! Yeah! Off. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, remember there? I just turned my hips, which kind of took me out from underneath him and moved his paws off of me. And then I waited for a bit till he was definitely down before I gave him any affection after that. Because remember, it's a correction. If we tell him off and while we're continuing to pet him or something, he's going to see that as praise, and that will be confusing for him. So now he's eyeing his stuff up here. So I have his dinner. She's doing a very good job of waiting nicely for it. I'm just going to dump it into the bowl so that it gets a little bit more excited, and I'll walk around with it because I know a lot of times he bounces up when he is walking. Just put a little bit so he won't spill it out or anything like that. I'm going to go off. Good boy. Good boy. Come on, Rainbow. Off. Okay, he was quick there. I wasn't able to really correct him with my legs or anything. Good boy, Rainbow. Good boy. Now, I'm just going to give him, a couple kibbles, almost like a treat type thing, to see if that gets him super worked up. Good boy, come in. Off. Good boy. Good boy. He's very good about sitting to wait for his food. I can tell you've been practicing that with him. Rainbow. Off. Down. Rainbow down. All the way down. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, so I've noticed with this, a lot of times he's bouncing up. He's not really jumping on me, but he is still kind of bouncing up. That's the kind of thing that you do want to try to correct now. Since he's still struggling with the off command in general. Once he doesn't jump up on you anymore, it's up to you whether or not you want to correct him for the bouncing. Because, if he's not doing it against you, not knocking stuff out of your hands, then maybe, it wouldn't matter to you if he does the bouncing, as long as he's not actually making contact on you. But he's doing pretty well. So it's kind of hard for me to physically correct him when he's just kind of bouncing off to the side, because I can't really turn my body or anything there. In that case, if you don't want him to do that bouncing, I would suggest reaching over and doing the poke right here behind his ears, or right here in his right here. And you just give him a quick sharp poke with your fingertips there. It doesn't hurt him, but he is more sensitive in those areas, and so he will respond to it. Okay. So we're done with the food now. Off. Good boy, off. Good boy. Gonna get the leash. I'll try walking around with the leash a bit, see if that gets him excited. Are you ready to go, Rainbow? Are you ready? Are you ready? Good boy. Good boy. Off. Good boy. Okay, now see there, he jumped up. You know, I think that jumping up on people is the main concern, but you don't want him putting his feet up on tables or anything like that. So there, I just went up to him and I said off, and I delivered the jab. Now, it didn't hurt him, he didn't yelp or anything, he was fine, but you could see it really got his attention. See if I can encourage him with the food. Entice him at all. No? Come on, Rainbow. Out of the way. Kind of a trip hazard. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, he was good. He didn't jump up there. I'm going to grab a squirt bottle and see if he does jump up. This is another effective thing to have around the house to get him off, because you can do it from a much greater distance and it offers that physical correction. So he's kind of running up along the wall, see where his food is. Off. Good boy. Good boy. Off, Rainbow. Good boy. See, I didn't have to race towards him to catch him in the act or anything like that. Remember, you have to correct him very immediately. So it can't be, you know, he jumps off, then gets down himself, and then you go up to him and say, no, off. It has to be while he's doing it, and then reward him for his off. Say, good boy, off. Thinking about it? You can see this has already been really effective because he's leaving the whole wall alone better now than he was before. Good boy. Good boy. He doesn't seem to be jumping up there, which is good. Okay, let's combine the leash and the food. Ready? Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Here, come in. Okay, he's doing really well with that. So, overall, my main suggestions to you would be, you know, definitely always be ready to move your hip to the side if he jumps up on you. If you see him start to jump, bring your leg up like this. So if he was jumping at me from this angle, I would go like this. This is not, you know, to knee him in the chest or knee him in the head or anything like that. It's just simply to kind of shield your body and move you away at a bit of an angle so that his feet don't come into as much contact with you. It kind of removes you from that and you're able to move under him. Now, you don't want to necessarily push him off because you don't want it to turn into a game. You know, if it's kind of like playing keep away, or like with young children, if you tell them not to do something, that's kind of what they all they want to do. So with Rainbow, by removing yourself out from underneath him, then he's the one actually falling down. I would definitely suggest, you know, like if he jumps up on your daughter or something and she's not able to really turn around or turn so that he falls off of her, or if she doesn't enforce it as much, that's when you can go up to him, give him the poke in the side, tell him off, and I really recommend your squirt bottle. You can see it worked really well for getting him off of there, and it also helps, you know, if you get just a small one like at longs or something like that, it's easy enough to just hold on your belt loop. This one is a bit too big, obviously. So if you're able to correct him every time you see him do something and correct him in the act. So I hope these tips help. Let me know if there's anything else you want us to work on. This was Rachel and Rainbow, and we're working on off.